I'm Mike Fitt, Chairman of the Royal Parks Guild, and the RHS and the Tree Council and the Royal Parks Guild work together to create a day for horticultural apprentices and trainees.
The Royal Parks Guild invited horticultural apprentices, school children, and industry professionals to come together at Royal Horticultural Society Wisley to explore the impact of green spaces on our well-being. It was also an opportunity for attendees to discover more about the professional paths that a career in horticulture can offer.
I'm hoping that the Discovery Day really made people understand that they are playing an incredible part in people's health and well-being. And I think the experiment and I think the talks and all those sort of things on the day really help people understand that if you create amazing gardens, public spaces, green spaces, it is like a part of a natural health service.
This year's Discovery Day was a shared journey of discovery, of excitement and inspiration for everyone who took part. It was fantastic to see so many trainees and apprentices coming together at Wisley as they learned about their chosen career. The additional participation of school children from London schools enthusiastically sharing their thoughts and their ideas on what the natural world meant to them was really lovely to witness. This truly was a day that will live for a long time in my memory, and the wholehearted and generous support of so many organisations was such a major contribution to its success.
Mike Fitt, Chairman of the Royal Parks Guild, started Discovery Days to give those starting out an opportunity to get exposed to the incredible work of horticulturists. On this occasion, he invited apprentices to participate in a day-long experiment on well-being, hear talks from experts in the field, and get engrossed in the beautiful setting at Wisley. One of the phenomenal talks from the day was delivered by Alistair Griffiths.
As humans, we use more different types of cultivated plants than any other plant types in the world on our daily basis. Food, everyone gets food, absolutely essential, which is right. Medicine, yes, absolutely essential. Ornamentals, are they just pretty? We've built the evidence base around the fact actually they're more than just pretty. They actually play a fundamental role.
I think that our connection to nature is really important. You can spend time outside, just 15 minutes a day can actually boost your serotonin levels. It can help you sleep better at night, you'll get exercise.
Me and a few other children in my school, we went to the Wisley Gardens and we looked around the gardens looking at different plants that they've been growing. It's very stress releasing to just get your hands into some dirt and plant some seeds in, and then over time see them grow into this big beautiful thing.
To highlight the link between well-being and nature, an experiment was conducted throughout the day. Apprentices visited various parts of the park and recorded their feelings in response to their surroundings.
The experiment was a really interesting addition to the day this year, and I think it just brought people out of themselves, and the whole idea of nature deficit disorder and how horticulture plays an incredibly important part in creating the habitat that allows people to be really in contact with nature.
As part of the Force for Nature campaign, the Tree Council encouraged those in attendance at Wisley to write down some of their concerns and feelings about the planet. These thoughts were interweaved with a painting of a tree to create a beautiful piece of imagery. The Discovery Day brought all kinds of people and ideas together, and the Royal Parks Guild invited emerging talent throughout the horticultural network to give talks. One of those speakers was Sharni Gardner, who left a high-profile career in modelling to pursue life as a horticultural apprentice.
My name's Sharni and I am an RHS apprentice at RHS Wisley.
I was offered the opportunity to move to the UK when I was 16 for modelling. Modelling took me around the world, and when I tell people this, they tend to say, why did you move into horticulture? Why did you give up glamour?
I was really sad about the bushfires in Australia and decided that I needed to do something in nature. So I decided to look into natural jobs, conservation, horticulture in the UK. I started volunteering at Paynes Hill in lockdown and I used to do 4 days a week there. They told me about the RHS apprenticeships. Everyone's really great and friendly and just want to teach you, and there's so much to learn.
So we're really trying to raise the profile of horticulture as a career. So through volunteering, through our apprentice programs, through student programs, through Britain in Bloom, community gardening. You know, if you're in an inner city or you don't have any green space around you, being involved with a local community garden, anything to start getting your hands dirty. Even if you're cultivating plants on your balcony or house plants at home on your windowsill, start somewhere, Don't worry or apologise about not having experience or making mistakes. It's how we all learn. Just try and immerse yourself and involve yourself as much as you can.
Another emerging talent speaker, Jerome Webb, has been a leader throughout his community, finding new spaces to cultivate greenery and constantly pushing for change on a local level to implement public gardens.
I feel like you have to communicate with the council, so your local borough, put your proposal forward to them, say, oh look, there's a neglected green space here, it's not being used.
This is my work at St James's Park before I was an apprentice. As you can see, this was on the palace beds, we were planting some wallflowers.
The day was enjoyed by everyone, from arboricultural apprentices like Joseph.
I started my career here at Wisley with the Arbor team, and it's been going really well. Been climbing trees, chopping down trees, anything tree related.
To the deputy headmaster of Archbishop Tennyson's and the group of pupils he brought to the Discovery Day.
We went up to Wisley. I think there were 12 pupils, and they're all pupils which have shown a real passion and interest for anything green over the past year or so. Educating our young people and letting them know that there are jobs out there for Croydon youngsters in the world of horticulture.
I just find a lot of the time people within this industry stumble upon it. You know, they don't always see it as a calling necessarily or anything like that. It's word of mouth, a friend of the family, a friend of a friend, you know, it's normally in that way.
To wrap up the day, a young poet, Mohammed Amin, the youth ambassador for the Tree Council, did a reading of an original piece.
Our words spring new seeds. They flow from gushing rivers and find their way down winding streams. Our words are found in spectacular sights, unique and beautiful, in silky tendrils hanging from willows and reflected in clear, calm waters.
Thank you to everyone involved in the Royal Parks Guild Discovery Day. You can follow the Guild across social media to keep up to date with future events, including the next Discovery Day. This film was created by a group of young people to help find pathways into the world of media and the creative industry.